Recently, Cassidy sued P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Puffy Combs, as some people would know him, of sexual assault, rape, abuse. And the question in my mind is, did Diddy really do all this stuff to Cassie? But I got a couple pointers and topics on the situation. Number one, Cassie sued P. Diddy November 16th, accusing him of rape and a decade of abuse that started when she was 19. So since she was 19, she been going through this stuff with Puff Daddy. Now, 19 and up to, I don't know what year she separated from Puff, so maybe 2015, 2018, or something like that. But that's a long time to be going through negativity. Number two, she signed a record label with P. Diddy. Then he really started to try to control her. And with some record labels put stipulations on you. You can't do this, you can't do that. You got to make this meeting, you got to be here, you got to go there. So I can understand that type of stuff because somebody putting money up for you, they don't want to lose their money. They want to recoup their money. I can understand if it was all business on that level. Number three, P. Diddy was said to have damaged another man's car who was dating Cassie. So some other guy was dating Cassie when her P. Diddy split up, and all of a sudden that guy's car came up, damaged, blowed up. Now, is that a coincidence? I don't know. I don't know the circumstance of why this guy's car would just be blowed up, and who would know how to do that? Ain't no telling. But scary. If she's scared of P. Diddy and some guy she was dealing with car blew up, that's scary. Number four, one day after Cassie filed the lawsuit, she settled with Diddy out of court. So only one day after she filed this lawsuit, P. Diddy settled out of court. Now I know what most people think. Must be something in that, what she's finna say, that he didn't want to get out there, so he quickly settled. But P. Diddy's lawyers say he's not admitting to guilt by settling the lawsuit. He just want to move on. Okay. Number five, Cassie also accused Diddy of forced sexual acts with male sex workers. Forced sexual acts with male sex workers. Uh, why would any man have male sex workers around them? Because male sex workers sound like to me like men sleeping with men or something. Or it could be, in the hip hop world, they like to have their buddies come through and then have a bunch of women come through and, they do the big party. You know what I mean? Me and the women. So it could not be what they call that. It could not be gay acts. It could. It probably could be man to woman instead of gay. But just the way it's written, male sex workers sound like some type of LGBTQ type of thing. But anyway, number six, she never went to the police out of fear. Now, this is common with a lot of women when they fear the guy that's abusing them. They don't go to the police. So, because there's so much fear that they don't think the police can help, or they don't think the police can stop it. They think it's just going to get worse if they go to the police. So they don't go. They just put up with it and hope one day it'll get better. Number 7, Cassie said P. Diddy's staff saw the beatings. His staff saw the beatings, so this is probably one reason that she included other people, other companies in our lawsuit. So P. Diddy wasn't only the one included in the lawsuit, other companies, other people was included too, which is clever on her part. Because now, these other people may want to put the pressure on Puff Daddy, to settle this case or to get that attention off of them. Number 8, staff hid her after beatings. Corporations and people who work for P. Diddy told her to return to him. The staff hid her after beatings, which makes sense because she light-skinned, you know what I mean? So any black eyes or bruises gonna show up on her. And so you don't want that to get out to the public. Hey, this guy might be beating on this lady because, paparazzi pop up anywhere and take pictures. And then once those pictures get out of bruises and black eyes, then here we go, is off to the races of who did it and why they did it. And being a big superstar like P. Diddy, probably don't want that. But it's sad that they told her to return to him. That's sad. If they know what's going on, they must be paying these people a lot of money for them to treat this lady like this. Usually, people help women. They don't tell a woman to go back to the guy. Number 9, Cassie says she suffered memory loss. There was an instance where her MRI went directly to Diddy. So she's saying she suffered memory loss. This means there was a lot of beatings, possibly. And then her MRI going directly to Diddy. He must have convinced the people that he was power attorney over her or something. Because they usually don't give up people hospital information, which everybody know, HIPAA laws. You usually don't share people's hospital information unless you got power attorney or some kind of right over that person, which makes this story look crazy, controlling, and dangerous. Number 10, Diddy forced her into freak-offs, something called freak-offs, which was sex acts with male sex workers while Diddy played with himself. Paid hotel to erase surveillance. Man, if all this stuff is true, man, she painting this guy to be a real monster. Well, not painting the guy to be a monster, but he looked like a real monster. I don't know, I don't know. I know a lot of people around Diddy, old music groups and stuff, they speaking out too. Like something crazy was going on around Bad Boy Entertainment Organization. But this is wild right here. Freak off with male sex workers. And he played with himself. And he paid the hotel to erase the videotape. Wow. Okay, who is this guy? That's what I'm thinking, like, okay. But sometimes men just having fun and they just want to clean up all the evidence, like some women don't take it and twist it and turn it into something else. That could be too. Number 11, Cassie's civil suit was brought up under a New York law, Adult Survivors Act. It was near the statute of limitation. And so that's why she brought it out. It was almost near the statute of limitation where she couldn't do nothing about all these years of abuse and rape. And so she decided eventually to come on out with it. and it was settled a day later. Number 12, another P. Diddy girlfriend, Virginia V, said Puff stumped on her stomach really hard. Diddy former chef, Cindy Riella, filed a lawsuit in 2017, failure to pay overtime in retaliation. She would be asked to serve food in a room full of naked men. Wow. Another girlfriend said P. Diddy stumped on her stomach while she was pregnant, I believe. And then Diddy former chef filed a lawsuit. Failure to pay overtime retaliation and being asked to serve food in a room full of naked men. Now, you should respect your chef. This lady probably got a husband, a family. You know, she probably don't get out like that. So whatever you own, you got to respect your chef or people cutting the grass or people painting the house. You got to respect these workers. But who knows? You know, what if the chef and Diddy crossed the line and he thought it was cool for her to walk in on naked men because they done slept together before. Also, but this other lady coming out saying he stumped her stomach. Boy, they painting P. Diddy to be a real monster. I don't know if this stuff true or not. I can't say these ladies lying. It's not for me to decide. My ending conclusion is, you know, from being around ladies and dealing with different women, sometimes women get bitter about they past and they want to retaliate against somebody, you know, that they thought did them wrong in their past, or somebody who got a lot of money. And this is what happens, all these accusations and things like this of such and suing, you know. But in this case, P. Diddy got so many people from, you know, coming at him from the Tupac situation, from the other rappers that weren't able to eat or make money after they left Bad Boy, to these ex-girlfriends and these people that saw this stuff, that, and then the chef, and now what Cassie doing. Like I said, I'm not the judge. It ain't for me to decide whether he did all this stuff or not. But I know sometimes ex-girlfriend stuff can be bitter and look for retaliation, or they can be almost broke looking for money. I hope this not that. I hope Cassie is really trying to find some closure and some peace in her life, and I hope it's just not to destroy an individual because you bitter and you mad about something. But we're gonna keep watching this case, see how it played out. It's been settled for now, but we all know Bill Cosby stuff was settled. Somehow they opened the case back up and took it back up in court. So so right now this case might be quieted, but 10, 20 years from now, who knows if she ain't allowed to go and open the case back up and do some more damage or let us know all the stuff we don't know. So we'll just stay tuned on this. For now, it's settled. P. Diddy settled a day later after the lawsuit. So we may not hear much more of what we know already. But let's keep following this case and see. That's my 2 cents on them. I'm out.